Welcome to the daily yoga practice. Note, as always, how natural it is for the breath to flow to your advantage with your conscious control over the right and left nostril. Be present in the moment, thereby the entire focus is within the moment of exchange as you breathe. Take this opportunity to send thoughts of inspiration into the deeper mind as you purposefully feel inspired within your inner self. Allow the lungs to work far more efficiently than they would normally. Thus, you take the opportunity to maximize inhalation and, when appropriate, purposefully rid as much spent breath, more than in-breath, prior to the inhalation. And along the way, relax the muscles that are not being utilized. Retain a sense of inner balance, peace, harmony, and positivity. And once you find your way back to your right nostril for an exhalation complete, after which release the palm and breathe easily through both nostrils to your advantage. Thereby one can easily lengthen the lower, mid and upper back right through the base of the skull, and when suited, raise the chin to feel a simple stretch anterior to the body, from which one elevates the shoulders looking down around the back, purposely separating shoulder blades. As we had originally, elongate the lower mid back through the base of the skull, repeat the chin lift, close the jaw, chin lift. Lengthen base of the skull, elevate shoulders purposely round the back. Leaning forward to enhance extension, raise the chin. Elevate shoulder blades, lean back. Prepare your right arm as I work in mirror image. As you lean forward, raise the right arm up, landing right hand at back. Look over the right shoulder, push up the left hand, and gently feel a gentle, easy twist. That right arm sweeps back up, over, back to that front right knee. Looking at your belly, hunch the back. Notice the left arm, lean forward, lift the left arm up, complement the right, push upon the right hand, twist to your left. Keeping the right hand where it is, left palm up to match the right. Look at the right thigh, hunch the back. Both arms at back, interlace, retract shoulder blades. Note the knee at the left, both palms there, push. Gazing at the thigh, easily. To the floor behind, release the palms. Free the ribs. Note the back of one's head, interlace. Sense toward the elbows heavier as you purposefully ease the chin in. Let it go, raise the chin up. The right hand to the left temple in, ear, lift the left ear up. Keep the left shoulder down. Changing palm, left palm up. Ease the right ear up. Release the left palm, raise the chin up. Brush the chin from collarbone to collarbone. From side to side, easily, simply. Find the midline, brush the chin forward, lift it up. And ease the head from side to side. Gently interlace vertically up. To your right, lean. Feel the stretch towards your left. To your left, lean. Feel the stretch along the right. Let go behind. Add freedom along your heart. Beyond your knees, slide the arms forward. Stretch. Coming back. And notice your lungs. Prepare to breathe briskly. Inhalation and exhalation like bellows at the belly. Firstly, when appropriate, exhale thoroughly out, then at a pace that suits, commence brisk breathing in and out. You're creating a pump effect at the belly. Brisk breathing. Inhalation pushes the belly forward, exhalation back. Continue working. Continue working. Thereby you can feel the body warming up. Continue breathing deeply, briskly. Keep moving the belly forward and back. Three more exhalation, after which release. Brush the bent knees towards each other. Allow the shoulder blades to separate. Match your thighs, 1 and 2. Elongate the spine. Again, leaning back. Leaning forward. Let go of your palms. Sweep the heels up. Feel the stretch along the shoulders. Be aware of the knees. They shall roll to your right. Roll them to your right as I'm working mirror image. Match the left. Keep the right shoulder back. Prepare to sweep your knees at back. Relax both knees at back. Into a cat. Circle your fingertips, thus they face the knees. Slowly lean back until you feel a gentle stretch along the wrist. Be constructive, positive and uplifted. In your thinking paradigm, turn the palms opposite. Lift the 10 fingers up, flex the elbows out. Circle your fingers externally. Out. Sway for a moment. Notice a gentle stretch along the wrist. Match the thumbs at midline, circular, easily prior to changing direction. Change direction. Support your lower back. Kneeling, curl your 10 toes, push the hips. Support your thighs. Surely the right arm beside the right ear. Sweep it up as I work again, mirror image. Left arm. How blessed are we to have this opportunity within this body at this point on this planet that gives us abundance in experiences around the back. Place your right foot forward. Have the foot forward the knee. Create resistance, relax. Lift the chin up. Notice the stretch across the thigh and hip. Looking down, straight the knee. Our objective is to become far more conscious of who we are as we interact on a daily routine pattern. Support you. But what does that mean to be far more conscious? Reflect upon your own thoughts and observe as to what you may consider as consciousness. Complement the front knee. Slide into ankle. Surely the right arm to the right knee bent. Push, look to your right, add a gentle twist. Both feet back, pedal. The weight moves from toes to heel. Hip alternating up, one at a time. Now notice the opposite left foot forward. Foot forward of the knee. Resistance. Relax. Again, notice the stretch occurring down the hip, thigh, aware that you may feel the stretch occurring. Looking down, that knee straightens. Bend the knee, support your hips. Again, raise the ribs up. Find the knee, push. Down to ankle, beware of the left arm, bend, push upon the knee, look to your left. Well prepared, both feet at guns. Both palms to knees, hunch the back. Towards your feet, gaze down, release. Lift your chin up. Bend your knees up. Elevate elbows, 1 and 3, circular 1. Be positive, circular 2. On the third, notice the right wrist, beware of the left palm, grip the right wrist, diagonally up. Change palms, change wrist. Find your lower back supported. Raise the chin up. Find your knees. Looking at your belly. Find your feet. Raising the chin up, flex the knees, up we come. Elevate the shoulders 3 times. Circular 1. Circular 2. On the third, beware the elbows overhead grip. Stretch the right side up. Change. Stretch the left side up. Support your hips. Raise the chin up. So familiar if you work with this particular sequence. Relax. Coming up, hip width. Swing those arms, 1 and 3, up. Gently. Beside your feet, coming down. We shall work 3 times. This is the first of 3. Into the second, effortlessly down. Beside the ankle and toes. Simply third. And when appropriate, notice your lower back. Stabilize with the palms. Be aware of the knees, cup, bend both simultaneously. Freeing the inner groin. How optimistic is one on a daily basis? Let's double that optimism, shall we? And notice the replication that flows from this moment forward to your advantage. Let go of your palms. Notice of the right foot, move your hands towards the foot, or as close as possible towards the left. Back to the feet, again flex the knees, again repeat the inner groin stretch. Find your knees cupped, find your hips, circling 1 of 3 in the direction that's appropriate. 2, once you work evenly, change direction. No effort, but rather full cooperation. Once you feel you work evenly, shake the arms out, shake the legs, be aware of your right toes, curl, lift the heel. Notice a simple stretch. Whatever that has transpired prior to this moment has allowed you to experience the veil that you chose to experience. Now, what if you lifted the veil up and were to gaze the greater paradigm from this moment forward? Change feet. Would you continue replicating the same? Or would you rather enhance the journey? Physically, emotionally, mentally. As we are practicing yoga, let's reflect upon the aim of the practice, which is full self-realization. When we speak of the self, we go beyond the physical paradigm. Forward up, stretch through your right. What does that mean for you? Beyond the physical paradigm. Stretch. Notice your lower back. That's stability. Notice the chin up. Find your knees. As we had earlier, right foot back. Lift your left toes out this time, feeling the stretch as we weave our way inner, outer, top and back of thigh. Bent, elbows or palms close to the floor. No effort. Be constructive. Up, bring the front toes up. Medially in, stretch. In a moment, that front leg shall glide around to the opposite side. Ready? Bent, sweep it back. Look over that right shoulder. Lift that left knee up. 1 of 3 to your chin, in, up. Secondly, to one's nose, 2, up. Thirdly, to one's forehead, up. Land the knee, complement your heels with a round hunch back. Come up, ease your thighs forward. Lift your knees up, pedaling alternately from foot to foot. Be aware of your feet, right foot forward. Ease the front toes externally. Again, notice the ease that one stretches the leg with positive support. Bend the knee, inner foot, rest the palm, elbow, whichever complements the body for this wonderful day. Every day has some aspects that is positive. Let's enhance upon that, shall we? Up, brush the front toes in, stretch and move this front leg should glide around opposite side. Release, sweep the foot around. Look over your left shoulder. In a moment, that leg shall slide up to the ceiling. 1 of 3 to your chin. Easily up. Secondly, to one's nose. Up. Best yet, to one's forehead. Up. Land the knee, complement your heels. Lengthen fingers at 10 with a round back hunch up. Brush the hips, lift the chin up. Push up. Outer fingers, place both of our feet. Flex the knees. Your life has value, but the objective is to recognize what you consider as true value. Release your palms, complement your knees, complement your hips. Hook. Left palm, right elbow diagonally down. At your back, interlace. Right palm, left elbow diagonally down as we weave our way through the entire physical body. And back thereby, the subtle body, the energetic body, can allow the mind freedom to flood the entire physical existence with a higher sense of purpose and positivity. Interlace up, preposition. Surely the fingers shall sweep in and forward, up and around beside the feet. Curl your tailbone, exhale, ready, in, forward, up and around. Now allow the right foot to glide back. Keeping the knee off the floor, if appropriate, bend the front, circle those arms around. Now straighten both knees as much as possible. Beware of your right arm lifted to the ceiling. That hand circles around. Bend the front knee, feet back. If appropriate, we shall add a push-up. If not, lower your knees. But work at a pace that shall give the body the best results. Forward, down, up, and down, up. Brace the knee joint. Notice the feet. Beware of the right, that foot forward. Allow the knees to remain off the floor. If appropriate, match those arms around. When suited, straighten your knees. Allow the left arm up. The arm circles. Feet forward. Circle the arms out, overhead, to your heart, to your hips. Pull the navel in, raise the chin up. Find your knees, find your belly. Let's replicate the same sequence. Opposite leg. Again, the future awaits your guidance. So the objective is to clear any debris of limitations from the mind that has, in whatever degree, interfered with your positive outcomes. Thereby the future is far more positive due to the unlimited variables that always exist. Let's keep this in mind. Exhale, circle the fingertips in. Alright, now this time you're with the left leg, left foot back. Up at those arms. When appropriate, the knee straightens, left arm up, left arm around, feet back. Let's add that push up. Forward, easily. Push back. Brace the knees. Invite the left foot forward. Follow the arms around. Brace your knee joint, straighten. Lift the right arm up. Circle the right hand. Add your feet together. Bend your knees. Circle your arms. Interlace. Up. Complement your hips. Raise the chin up. In a moment, we shall move the feet down and splayed. Adjust your feet down. Bend your knees, free the inner groin. Between your feet, release your palms. Walk your hands to the right foot. Walk your hands to the left foot. Between your feet, relax, bend the knees up. Twist your toes to the right, bend the right knee. Lift the right arm. Place the right arm close to the left ear. Match your thighs and knees. Round your back. Support your hips. Turn to your left. Left arm to the right ear. Stretch. To your thighs. Behind the thighs, look between your feet. Push the hips as far back as possible, then bend your knees simultaneously, stretching the inner groin. Find your knees cupped. Find your hips, pivot forward, return your feet forward, and gently stabilize your lower back, raise the chin up. Find your knees, to your feet, slowly come down on your knees, to the side, and adjust the right foot over the left. Adjust the left palm to the right where suited, turn to your right, move the right hand, lift across the mid-back as always. Whenever you twist, lengthen the lower back, complement the mid, then add the upper to further encourage the best rotation possible. When appropriate, let it go. Raise the chin up. Out of feet, brush those arms. Let's change leg. Opposite arm, right hand across, left arm back. Again. Certainly, if one replicates these motions, then one shall have natural greater range of motion. But we are seeking to go beyond the physical range of motion to the mind's lateral expansion in observation. So be kind to the self, be positive, and seek the best outcome in the knowing that you are truly worthy of a life that gives you the opportunities to experience your total self, not only physically, emotionally, mentally, but completely, as a divine being in human form. Those arms are back. Lift the ribcage up, out the legs. In a moment, the knees shall bend and the feet shall find their way towards each other. Up, splayed knees. Grip those ankles, lift the ribcage up, feeling inner groin responds. Release your hands and back. Shortly the left leg shall sweep over the right. The right straightens, the left bends, the left palm in arch of foot. Front toes of the straight leg dorsal flex towards the body, or the foot plantar flex. As we had earlier, elongate lower, mid and upper back. What is the main theme within your mind? And let's say you were to achieve all your objectives over the next few weeks within your mind's paradigm. What then? Where shall the mind traverse if you've achieved all your objectives? And why? Does the mind focus on specific objectives and ignores other objectives? It is very beneficial for one who is seeking for understanding of the self to notice as to why the mind brings to your awareness and attention specific directives over others. Release those palms, cross the ankles, lift the hips up. Seated, look at your belly. Watch the back rounding. Changing feet, right foot on top. Move the right hand to foot, add the left palm around. Again. There are numerous theories and probabilities. The objective is to work out as to how you are planning to go beyond the theory into personal experience. Rarely does an individual explore the depth of one's true nature. And those that explore and experience it are known as the wise ones. The question you must pose to yourself is, does the mind provide the basic necessities, thereby you can achieve full exploration into the depth of your nature in inner wisdom? Let go of those hands, cross those ankles, lift the hips up. Flex your knees parallel. Invite the shoulder blades to separate. As we had earlier, forward splay knees, brush the feet in. This time, lift and lean a little further forward. Again, notice the inner adductor muscles responding. Keep in mind that the knee is a hinge joint, the hip is a ball and socket joint. If you wish to make sure the legs remain mobile and free of any discomfort, it is imperative that the hips are free. Thus here we're working to free the hip joints. Release your palms, sweep your knees forward. Gently straighten the legs, adjust your sitting bones, lengthen the arms until one can no longer lift halfway forward. Move your hands and around your back. Sweep those arms up to the floor behind, point the 10 toes and free the ribcage. Separate the 10 toes as we had earlier up. Flatten the palms wherever suited, with the thigh, knee or lower legs. Now look at your belly. Raise the chin up. Now move the ribs a little closer towards the knees and look at your belly. Purposely allow the lower back to feel a stretch, not just the upper back. Often one is compensating due to the fact that there's certain tensions that are still lurking within them. That is why it's imperative to scan the entire back and make sure you feel the lower back stretching, not just the upper back. To enhance the flexion, notice your rib cage expanded as you breathe. Raise the rib cage. Now lean with your belly, but do not force the chin. Imagine someone gently pushing against your back. If someone was to push, would one have the capacity to move those hands a little further forward? Stretching comfortably. Keep the facial muscles relaxed, smooth and comfortable. Then, when appropriate, lift those arms up, flex the knees, lift your heels, move the knees forward, feel the stretch along the upper shoulders. Simply with that effect. Circle your feet around into a cat. Turn the gaze inwardly round the back. Lift your knees up. A simple push-up to further add support. Back. Brace the knee joint. down hip width. Support the hips
And chin lift between the rib cage. Notice the ease that the mid-back complements the extension. Adjust your hands up the lower mid-back until you feel the best extension possible along the ribs. Find your thighs match.
Curl your sitting bones. Let's replicate again up.
Utilize back support, push, lift your rib cage up. Push the chin up. Match the thigh.
Complement round your back. Easily. Seated for a moment. Round your back. In a moment, we shall elevate the legs as we roll the spine down, allowing gravity and life force to gently assist in the drainage of the blood through the legs and assist the internal organs. Back. Lay down on your back. I shall turn one direction, thus you shall have a profile between Patrick and myself. As we roll back, we lift the legs vertically up. We adjust the hands where suited for a moment. Now, shake the ankles if needed, adjust the toes. And notice the ease and the comfort that flows within as the legs is high in the heart. Just hold it there. No effort whatsoever. The legs are higher than the knees, the hips. Hold it there. Now in a moment we shall support the back. Thus release the hands, lift your hips up, support your back halfway. Now move the collarbone a little closer to your chin. Push the hips further towards the ceiling. Feel a gentle stretch along that lower mid back and feel compression finding its way closer to your chin. Now move your toes a little closer towards the back wall. The legs are not vertically up, they're diagonally back. Now move your feet a little closer towards the floor. Keep the collarbone moving closer to the chin, keep moving your feet until they can no longer find their way closer to the floor. With the toes are on the floor, not is your choice. Hold that flat position. Hold that stretch. And lift your legs halfway up. If needed, shake the legs out. Feel more relaxed in the legs. Hold it down. And like a feather, ease your spine down, bend knees, hands under the hips, we shall splay the knees, soles the feet together. Let the head drop back to the elbows, take the weight, push the chin away, feel the gentle stretch along the throat. As we further complement each movement with the next. Variables. Stretching. Coming down, hugging the knees, seated up. Alright. We are what we are as we are what we are. What if you could see your future clearly now? Would you make any changes? Or would you be quite comfortable to allow the laws of cause and effect to continue to ripple? If you were to reflect back upon your past, and you had the means to go back and make changes, would you, or would you be quite comfortable to leave the past exactly as it was, as you're quite comfortable with its byproduct repercussions? Trust that with a clearer mind, one can see the road far clearer. Forward, we will always have choice, especially for one who recognizes the self in the one. Relax. Circle your feet around. Confidently. Interlace knees off the floor, shoulder blades hunched, curl the tailbone. If appropriate and comfortable, move the chin to the thumbs a few times. If not, adjust as you see fit. And when appropriate, come down Onto those elbows, no space at the feet. Lift your sternum up. Mold the hips firm into the floor. Add freedom to the facial region. Relax the jaw. Keep pushing the hips down. Simply no effort whatsoever. And gently down, come back. Look at your belly. And up. Sit you comfortably. Take a few moments to go within as you observe the breath. As it flows from side to side. And allow yourself permission to find inner peace in all of daily choice and experiences. Be kind to thyself. And release the palms until our next sojourn together. May you be blessed with divine clarity in all your thoughts and actions. Hari Om Tat Sat.